There's nothing that moves an audience more than when you put on a kick-ass live show. Here's how to do it. Bobby Borg here, helping you turn your passion for music into a more successful business. Over the last 30 years, I've drummed for the multi-platinum group Warrant, written several music business books published by Bill Warrant, and taught as a professor at top universities like USC Thornton. I recently Zoomed with a student who asked me tips for putting on a kick-ass live show. Here's his question, and here's my answer.
Hey Bobby, you got any tips for throwing a kick-ass rock show?
Absolutely. I got 7 tips to putting on a kick-ass live show. Number 1 would be sound. Make sure to hire your own sound person that understands each nuance of your song to set you apart from the other bands. This is so important. You want a sound guy that can throw a filter on the vocals at the right time and place. And when the drummer goes, on the tom-tom, it explodes because they have reverb on that. That really sets you apart. Number 2 is lights. You want to have your own light person that understands, again, the nuances of your music so that it sets you apart from the other bands that are playing that night. The drummer comes out, the strobes are going, and then all of a sudden, and the lights go, like the big bright white lights go. That stuff super makes all the difference. Number 3 would be like, get a cool guest MC that's going to come out and go, ladies and gentlemen, someone that like maybe even people recognize, like the local radio DJ personality or the local like music writer or something of that nature, or even cooler, another band that's not playing that night that's really well known in town. And like, I remember the story about Motley Crue when they brought out Elvira to introduce them, right? that already gets people's attention from the very, very beginning. The next thing would be stage props. Make sure to, have something cool that sets you apart from the other bands. Like, for example, I remember when I saw Korn play, and Korn came out and literally had like bagpipes on stage. Like, who the hell does that, right? So automatically I was just like, wait a minute. Like, who are these guys? So if you can do something like that, that is super cool as well. I think number 5 would be fan engagement. So try to get the fans involved with the show, make them part of the experience. And bands like actually Queen used to write this into their songs. For example, they literally would write songs for fan engagement, like, gung, gung, gah. Go, go, ga, and the audience is going to, ga, to, ga, we will, that kind of stuff is super amazing. Then, of course, I think number 6 would be having like some sort of after party that everybody can go and continue the party. Like Motley Crue used to do that. They're infamous for this, right? They used to have those after parties that everyone would go to afterwards, and maybe the band might even play acoustically or whatever, but it was just part of the whole total show. And then, of course, number 7 would be practice. Like, so you go on and you kick some serious ass. I can't believe it, Joe, like how there's so many people that would go, oh, like we have like one rehearsal before the I'm like, what? Like rehearsal was like going to the gym for my bands. It was like every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, so that when we came out, we super kicked ass. I think the fans deserve that. So these are my 7 tips to putting on a kick-ass live show. And you guys definitely have to do this. So Joe, let me hear a little lick on the way out to take this video out, man. Let's do it.
If you want to learn more about how you can turn your passion for music into a more successful business, be sure to check out this video or the video linked in the description below.